It's the heart of tech space. We just had cybersecurity, was like a big one. And there's applies to be other parts of developing places that technology. For example, the I mentioned fintech. So as the Queen says, and the one of the mayors invested in technology development within the space. But we each know what's like lay out. And for that reason, they acknowledge the daily da raiz, o pessoal, easy tools, utilization, my full voice was I'm cool to Nancy and we sent much the Danny Fowler of the Ali's Ed.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let me dispense with the formalities, Honorable Minister of ICT, my favorite ministry. Our friends, usually when I see the embassy or representation from the embassy, I see the country. So you're welcome as associate and the first secretary at the embassy in our distinguished guests, fellow panelists, innovators, stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, I must begin by saying I may not be disappointed. Usually when you talk tech, you talk energy. And I'm not getting that energy in this room. Maybe there is something missing there. I'm not sure what's going on here. But let me say this, that in technology, we normally take off our jackets. I learned this truth because I have to go back to the office. But otherwise, if I wasn't, I wouldn't be very good. It is quite an honor for me and a privilege to deliver these opening remarks. It is the second edition of the Tech Convergence Fora. I want to recognize the effort of Technomark and to say that technology has now ceased to be a supporting function. It has become the very engine of economic resilience and inclusion. We witness a time where emerging technologies like digital analytics, artificial intelligence, and radiation technology are converging to redefine how economies operate, how citizens transact, and how regulators deliver their mandates. This convergence provides challenges, opportunities, and responsibilities. The President of Zimbabwe's vision for this space is to become an innovative world-class central bank which is anchored on digital transformation and fintech innovation. This will guide the modernization of our payment systems, the deepening of our digital financial services, and the establishment of an innovation-friendly regulatory environment. I applaud Technomark for organizing this timely and strategic dialogue under the theme reflection, reflect, reprogram, and realign. This theme addresses directly the movement of our digital economy and the need for continuous and major recalibration to meet evolving challenges and to take advantage of emerging opportunities. We are committed as the Central Bank to play a significant role in building a robust digital public infrastructure that will support innovation while safeguarding public trust. This economy desperately needs innovative technology to drive development. It will transforms economic activity, but for that to happen, digital infrastructure needs to facilitate the registration, integration, and interoperability of identity, payments, and data. At the present moment, we have solutions that are being profiled that are exclusive, that are fragmented, that are not cost efficient, that are complex, that are rigid and limited in scope In the payment space, there are multiple platforms and are mostly card-based. But importantly, they are also not 100% secure. I know that security in this space is difficult. So we applaud the assistance that we are getting through our friendly nations like Australia that are really helping us secure our victims. In this regard, I want you to mention a few critical projects and initiatives that exemplify our dedication to innovation, financial inclusion, and regulatory modernization. Firstly, fintech in the fintech regulatory sandbox, we provide a regulated environment for innovators to test new financial products and services while under supervision. This allows innovators to test before they can scale, while allowing the regulator to learn before they can regulate. The idea here being to prevent the regulator from stifling innovation. The example of Zimbabwe wants a light touch regulatory environment so that we encourage innovation. Secondly, the bank now has a fully resourced department focusing on digital transformation and fintech innovation. This signals the bank's strategic intent not only to regulate, but also to accelerate and showcasing of innovative information solutions. The bank will be establishing an innovation hub in this regard. So, the invitation is all of you to contribute towards structuring that innovation hub so that it addresses the different elements that you are all working on. The third is in the area of digital financial services. The bank is looking to expand access and usage of digital financial services, particularly in underserved communities, including SMEs and startups, through the National Financial Inclusion Strategy number 2, which concentrates on actual use, not just access. In the cybersecurity framework, we are aligned with the efforts of the ministry through the cybersecurity guidelines that we have issued. We continue to enhance our capacity to detect and protect the increase of financial services amongst global cybersecurity threats. Then in the area of the modernization of national payment systems, we are building infrastructure to support real-time payments in our operability and cross-border transactions, whilst exploring new initiatives like CBDCs, tokenization, cryptocurrency, especially in the possibilities for its regulation in our jurisdiction. Tokenization in particular represents a transformative innovation to both improve the old and enable the new. It paves the way for new arrangements in cross-border payments, securities markets, and beyond. Therefore, tokenized platforms with central bank reserves, commercial bank money, and government bonds can lay the groundwork for the next generation of monetary and financial system, unquote, via the IS to 2025. I want to emphasize that tokenization is already begun in our environment, and it is up to these body of stakeholders to take it forward. In addition, we have involved to oversee national AI readiness, in particular to guide adoption of AI in the financial services sector. For example, artificial intelligence to combat money laundering, financial crimes, and terrorism financing. This it can do in two ways. Firstly, by the use patterns in payment data to identify possible cases of money laundering. Machine learning tools can leverage account and transaction behavior, know customer, and other investigative identifying information or data to deliver explainable detection to prevent fraud, reduce false positives, and identify weaknesses in our financial system. Secondly, it can harness AI agents to aid with individual financial institutions' compliance better, which in the current environment can be very burdensome. Let me end by talking about the challenges and the threats that we face. I think we have already identified cybersecurity risks. This is real. And so, on this, I want to say, if you have doubt, don't touch that click. So, every time, if you think that there is something wrong, 9 times out of 10, there is something wrong. So don't click. The second issue that is a challenge is money and financial crimes. The third are regulatory gaps that inhibit innovators to bring new products onto the market. The fourth is consumer protection and data privacy. The fifth is infrastructural limitations, legacy systems hindering seamless integration and development of new systems. And the last but not least, and this list, by the way, is not exhaustive, digital exclusion. We are celebrating an enhanced environment and participation of a broad base in our society. But we still have swaths of exclusion across our economy. So this is an issue and a gap that needs to be filled. But let me mention the opportunities. We have huge opportunities in building digital public infrastructure. We have huge opportunities in financial inclusion tools. We have huge opportunities in increasing the efficiency and reducing the costs of our services. We have huge opportunities around the area of entrepreneurship. And of course, we would like to have ideas around the regulatory space. What kind of regulation technology or red tech that can implement oversight and advance the regulatory tools that we have. Lastly, and very crucially for a small economy like Zimbabwe, we need to deal with cross-border integration. All of this, in conclusion, talks about the need to have domestic digital public infrastructure that integrates, that is interoperable, and that can enhance all the fragmented systems that currently exist in this jurisdiction. And therefore, we would like a situation where data, that is identity, that is payment systems, and services are all integrated to advance eKYC in a meaningful way, to advance AI use across our jurisdiction. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I haven't taken too much of your time, but I thought these elements need to be ventilated in an environment like this. I thank you. That's all.
Den hilsvel ångeskandes med Ion vanligvis jag Matshe.
Slowly, and I think songs of Biosh was your dearty, as you highlighted to us. And he could very Russian, using the bangs like that, really Zimbabwean should have. And, you know, as a teacher of maths, I was reminded of a news early on, I believe it was last week, where the people was made of speculative metaphors gained in Zimbabwe.
Twin legislative the exercitie ingevorderd en losing manies van de ecotashi box, etc.
So to speak, two songs of the international I can really keep her off there a little bit. We've got questions and the sacrifice. Great.
Deze obligation was de telecom sector. Die want hier een hele overview of the election between like using the telecom sector. So they
From the dialectic general for Patras,
like the gift machine. Yeah, you're I mean we